Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today we are going to discuss the topic effect of substituents on orientation and reactivity. This is actually the lecture in reference with the aromatic substitution reactions. So we shall be discussing the points, the effect of substituents on orientation and reactivity in the case of aromatic substitution reactions. No disturbance, please wait a while. Okay then, still there will be disturbance, but that will be quite lesser than before. So we were discussing the unshared electron pair is in a strong position to have the attacking electrophile by making itself available at ortho and para positions. Now what is going on here? We are saying कि ये इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर, अनशेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर क्या कर सकता है. ये जो अनशेयर्ड इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर है ये क्या करेगा, ये ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशन पे रेजोनेंस के थ्रू अवेलेबल हो जाएगा. एज यू ऑल नो दैट, अभी हम अगली स्लाइड में रेजोनेंस की जो है वो स्ट्रक्चर्स भी बना के देखेंगे. तो जब ये रेजोनेंस के लिए अवेलेबल हो जाएगा एट ऑर्थो पैरा पोजीशंस के ऊपर, तो देन द एरोमेटिक रिंग विल बी इन अ स्ट्रॉन्ग पोजीशन टू बी अटैक्ड बाय द इलेक्ट्रोफाइल. ठीक है. So for example, the contributing structures for the resonance hybrid of aniline or any other group of this class are such that they have the negative charge concentrated at the ortho and para positions in the ring. तो जब ये contributing structures बनेंगी, जो resonance hybrid जो होते हैं एनिलीन के, फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर NH2 अटैच है उसके साथ, ये कोई भी दूसरा OH है या कोई भी है, तो जब उसके resonance structures बनेंगे तो वो इस तरह बनते हैं कि उनका जो नेगेटिव चार्ज होता है वो ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशंस पर रिंग के अंदर जो है वो कंसंट्रेटेड होता है. तो चूंकि अगली स्लाइड पे जाके हमने वो पॉइंट्स डिस्कस करने, तो आई एम जस्ट गोइंग टू रिव्यू इट. लाइक ये सारे जो ग्रुप्स हैं ये ऑर्थो पैरा डायरेक्टिंग है, लेकिन इनका जो डायरेक्ट एटम अटैच है बेंजीन के साथ, दैट इज हैविंग अनशेयर्ड पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन. अब ये स्ट्रक्चरल फीचर जो है वो उसकी ओरिएंटेशन को आने वाले जो बेंजीन रिंग पे आने वाले सब्स्टिट्यूएंट होते हैं उसकी ओरिएंटेशन को ये डिटरमिन करता है, और उसकी इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन रिएक्शन की रिएक्टिविटी को भी ये इन्फ्लुएंस करता है. अब इलेक्ट्रोफाइल क्या करेगा, वो अटैक करेगा उस पोजीशन पे जहाँ पे इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी ग्रेटेस्ट होगी, बिकॉज इलेक्ट्रोफाइल लव्स इलेक्ट्रॉन्स. अब ये जो अनशेयर्ड पेयर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन है ये एक स्ट्रॉन्ग पोजीशन में है कि ये इलेक्ट्रोफाइल को अवेलेबल हो, जब रेजोनेंस होगी तो ये ऑर्थो पैरा पोजीशंस पे अवेलेबल होगा. तो जब ये ऑर्थो पैरा पोजीशंस पे अवेलेबल होगा तो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल के लिए एक बड़ा अट्रैक्टिव वहाँ पे जो होगा ऑर्थो एंड पैरा पोजीशंस पे अटैक करना एक अट्रैक्टिव चीज़ होगी, या रिएक्टिविटी उसकी बढ़ जाएगी अटैक की. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अब हम आगे देखेंगे कि जो कंट्रीब्यूटिंग स्ट्रक्चर्स बनते हैं, जो रेजोनेंस हाइब्रिड बनते हैं, फॉर एग्जाम्पल एनिलीन के अगर हम कह दें, कोई और भी जो फिनोल के बनते हैं या किसी के भी, वो इन ग्रुप्स में से कोई भी जब होता है तो उसमें से जब हम नेगेटिव चार्ज को मूव कराते हैं तो वो ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशंस पे, रिंग की ऑर्थो और पैरा पोजीशंस पे कंसंट्रेटेड हमें नजर आता है. The unshared electron pair on the nitrogen atom which is attached to the ring is distributed into the ring by interaction with the pi system as shown below. Now you can see in the first structure on the extreme left side, the unshared pair of electron on the nitrogen atom, on that nitrogen, there is only one nitrogen which is attached to the ring, that will be distributed to the ring. That were pi electrons, with the help of pi electrons they will be moving, they will be making resonance form. Like in the first structure you can see that the lone pair is moving towards the bond between nitrogen and carbon and making a double bond between carbon and nitrogen. So that's why in the next canonical structure nitrogen is becoming positive, while this one carbon on which the lone pair is coming and making a double bond, that will become over, the valency will be becoming over, so the bond between this carbon and the ortho carbon will move towards the ortho, will move on the ortho carbon, so there will be a negative charge on the ortho carbon. In the second canonical form you can see that there is a negative charge on ortho carbon, there is a positive charge on the nitrogen, because nitrogen is exceeding its valency, nitrogen making 4 bonds, and the carbon which is having an extra electron on it is showing a negative charge. So this negative charge now will move toward the bond between ortho and metacarbon,
and the bond between meta and para carbon will move on the para carbon. So there is a negative charge on the para carbon, and then in the next step, this negative charge which is on the para carbon will move toward the para and meta carbon on the other side. They will be making a double bond. Enter the double bond on the between the meta and ortho carbon will move on the ortho carbon on the other side. Now, this ortho carbon is having a negative charge. This will be moving towards the carbon which is directly attached to the nitrogen and ortho carbon. They will be making a double bond, and the double bond between carbon and nitrogen will ultimately move towards the nitrogen, and then again the aniline in its first canonical structure will be there. If you check the resonance hybrid, what is there in the resonance hybrid? If you check that there is a partial negative charge, the negative electronic density is concentrated at ortho and para position. You can see in the canonical forms, at one canonical form the negative charge is at ortho position, at one at para position, and in the fourth one again at ortho position. So on the whole we can say that in the resonance hybrid the electronic density is totally on the ortho position, the para position, and nitrogen is positive at that point. Now therefore an electrophile would naturally attack the ortho para positions rather than the meta positions. ज़ाहिर बात वहाँ इलेक्ट्रॉन की डेंसिटी ज़्यादा है तो वहीं जाएगा. The NH2 group exerts an electron withdrawing inductive effect on the benzene ring and the deactivates ring. अब क्या होता है कि इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट को अगर आप देखें तो फिर तो नाइट्रोजन इज इलेक्ट्रॉन विदड्रॉइंग एज कम्पेयर टू द कार्बन, तो इट विल अट्रैक्ट द इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर बिटवीन कार्बन एंड नाइट्रोजन, अपनी तरफ खींच लेगी इसको, और बेंजीन रिंग के ऊपर जो है वो इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट इसका इलेक्ट्रॉन विदड्रॉइंग है और उस लिहाज से तो ये डीएक्टिवेट करता है रिंग को. एट द सेम टाइम रेजोनेंस इफेक्ट इज एक्सर्टिंग in an increase in the electron density of the ring. वो ऊपर हमने देख लिया रेजोनेंस की फॉर्म्स में कि रेजोनेंस was increasing density on ortho and para positions, but the inductive effect is withdrawing the electrons. Inductive effect of nitrogen NH2 group is withdrawing the electrons from the carbon nitrogen bond. Since the resonance effect of the NH2 group is stronger than its inductive effect, the net result is the NH2 group activates the ring and makes it to react faster than benzene. दोनों ऑपोजिट एक दूसरे के मूव कर रहे हैं. रेजोनेंस इफेक्ट जो है वो कंसंट्रेट कर इलेक्ट्रॉन डेंसिटी को एरोमेटिक पर, लेकिन जो उसका इंडक्टिव इफेक्ट है वो जो है वो इलेक्ट्रॉन विड्रॉ कर रहा है एरोमेटिक रिंग से. बोथ आर ऑपोजिट, लेकिन फॉर NH2 group the resonance effect is more powerful, more stronger than the inductive effect. So that's why, because there is a lesser difference of electronegativity between carbon and nitrogen, तो इस वजह से इसका इलेक्ट्रोनेगेटिव जो विदड्रॉइंग इफेक्ट है वो इतना पावरफुल नहीं है, इसका रेजोनेंस इफेक्ट ज़्यादा पावरफुल है. तो ऑन द होल फिर ये दोनों इफेक्ट मिलके इसको जो है वो फास्टर रिएक्ट करवाएंगे एज कम्पेयर टू सिंपल बेंजीन जो है वो एनिलीन फास्टर रिएक्ट करेगी. एज नेक्स्ट सब्स्टिट्यूशन जो आप अगर कोई एनिलीन पे करना चाहेंगे और दो पैरा पे होगी, और उसका रेट जो है वो सिंपल बेंजीन के सब्स्टिट्यूशन के रेट से ज़्यादा होगा. So here you can see that how the inductive effect of aniline is creating electron withdrawing pull on the benzene ring. So the density of negative charge is reduced on the ring due to the inductive effect of aniline. But as I have discussed before that inductive effect is of course electron withdrawing of NH2 group, but its resonance effect will be prominent here. You can also check the resonance effect of hydroxyl group. So on the whole, the resonance effect of hydroxyl group is also intensifying the negative charge. So the orientation of reactivity and reactivity of the substituted benzenes in electrophilic substitution reactions can be explained on the basis of relative stability of the respective uranium ions sigma complexes. The reaction rate generally depends upon the stability of the uranium ions, so the groups which are enhancing and donating the electron density, enhancing the electron density on the ring, they are increasing the reactivity of the ring because uranium ion will be stabilized. On the next slides we shall be looking at the uranium ion sigma complexes, then this will be more clear. An electron withdrawing group will destabilize the uranium ion, so it will intensify the positive charge, so there will be a decrease in the reactivity of the ring. Now if we consider the attack of electrophile on aniline at meta and para positions, the uranium ions that will be formed will be having following resonance contributing structure. In the case of ortho attack, in all these attacks there are 4 canonical forms. In ortho para attack there are 4 canonical forms are formed. The first one I have shown the formation of the resonance structures, also showing arrows that from where the charge is moving to where. Keep in mind that wherever there is a positive charge along with the adjacent double bond, the bond will be moving towards the deficient position. So as the bond will be moving towards the deficient position, so unlike the resonance of the negative charge, where the negative charge itself moves towards the carbon, here the bond will move towards the bond, double bond, like here in this structure, first canonical form of ortho attack. The bond between carbon 4 and 5 is moving towards the single bond between carbon 3 and 4. So keep in mind this one thing, whenever you will be drawing the canonical forms of some structure with the resonance of positive, with the resonance having positive charge, so you will be the double bond or the electronic charge negative will be moving towards the deficient position. You cannot show the arrow from the positive charge to the bond. Now here the rest of the discussion will be on the next slides, but here E is the electrophile and H is the hydrogen that is already attached with this carbon. So this E electrophile, when attacks on ortho position, a charge is deficiency is created, as we have discussed before, that one of the double bonds will be involved in the bond formation between orthocarbon and electrophile. So carbon 3 will be deficient, so a positive charge will be shown over there. Now as carbon 3 is deficient, so the double bond between 4 and 5 will move toward this position so a new double bond will be formed in the second canonical form. New double bond will be formed between 3 and 4, and 5 carbon will become deficient in that case. Similarly, you can see in the case of ortho attack there are 4 canonical forms, and the last one is relatively stable contributor. The reason is that again, like previously, when there are maximum number of bonds, that is the most contributing structure. So relatively number 4 structure is relatively stable contributor in the case of para attack. Third one is more stable contributor. case of ortho and para attack, what were the canonical forms being formed, and in the case of meta attack, now here if electrophile is coming at the meta position, then there is a deficiency of electronic density is being created just ortho to the substituent ortho carbon, that is ortho carbon to the or the carbon which is ortho to the carbon which is attached to the substituent. So when this charge will be resonating over the ring, like the bonds will be moving as I have shown in the ortho attack. Similarly, the charge will be moving and the double bonds will be alternatively moving, and we shall get canonical form 2 and 3. Now, in the case of ortho and para attack, 4 reasonable contributing structures can be written for the uranium ion in each case, whereas only 3 contributing structures can be written for the uranium ion in the meta attack. As we have seen in the previous slide, that in the case of ortho and para attack, there were 4 canonical forms who have been 4 contributing structures for the uranium ion have been formed. Now, of the greater importance, however, are the relatively stable structures, in which there is the structures in which there is the greatest number of bonds. That will be the relatively stable structure. This is the rules of resonance, this is the rules of stability. So in all of these, ortho, in the case of ortho attack and in the case of para attack, the electrophile when attacks on ortho para position, there is one canonical form in which the number of bonds is greater than the other 3 forms. So that is the relatively stable structure in the case of ortho and para, but no such structure is being formed in the case of meta attack. In all these structures, in the structures which are relatively stable structures, the non-bonding pair of electrons from N form an extra bond to the carbon of the ring, which then N becomes positive, because that unpaired electron just makes a bond with the carbon. The double bond between carbon to nitrogen is formed, and then at the result nitrogen becomes positive. This extra bond is making these structures the most stable of all contributors. So no such relatively stable structure is possible for the uranium ion for attack at meta position. So on the whole, what can we say? One is that in the case of ortho and para attack, number of canonical forms is also greater, and all these canonical structures, in all these canonical structures, one of the structure is contributing more towards stability, that is having more number of bonds. So on the whole, we come to know that in the case of groups, although para-directing and having unshared pair of electron on the atom which is directly attached to the carbon, they are having more stable contributing structure in the case of ortho and para attack, and more number of canonical structures, and in the meta attack of the electrophile, they are not having the number of canonical forms of the uranium complex, uranium ion, are lesser as compared to ortho and para, and along with that, the relatively stable structures are not there present in the meta attack as compared to the ortho and para attacks. So more favorable will be the attack on ortho and para. So we are going to discuss the same thing in the next slide. Now this suggests that the ortho and para uranium ions are themselves more stable than the uranium ion that results from the meta attack. So the transition state which is leading to the ortho and para uranium ions occur at lower energies than the transition state leading to the meta uranium ion. यानी कि क्योंकि ये ज़्यादा स्टेबल हैं यूरेनियम आयंस और पैरा अटैक के रिजल्ट में जो बनते हैं, इसकी वजह ये होगी, इसी वजह से इसकी वजह से ट्रांजिशन स्टेज और पैरा अटैक के रिजल्ट में बनती हैं, जो ऑर्थो पैरा यूरेनियम आयंस की वजह से जो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट बनती है सारी मतलब स्टेबल होती है. एनीथिंग विच इज़ मोर स्टेबल इट इज़ हैविंग लेसर एनर्जी एंड स्टेबिलिटी आर इनवर्सली प्रोपोर्शनल. तो अगर उनके यूरेनियम आयंस रिलेटिवली स्टेबल कंट्रीब्यूटर्स हैं, रिलेटिवली कम एनर्जी के हैं, तो उनकी ट्रांजिशन स्टेट्स फिर लो एनर्जी की बनती है, जबकि मेटा यूरेनियम आयन के केस में ट्रांजिशन स्टेट हायर एनर्जी की बनती है. जितनी कम एनर्जी की ट्रांजिशन स्टेट होगी इतना रिएक्शन को फॉरवर्ड करना आसान हो जाएगा, इतना रिएक्शन का रेट इंक्रीज हो जाएगा. Now the NH2 group in aniline donates electron to the ring by resonance effect and stabilizes the incipient uranium ion in the transition state leading to ortho-para positions. Now the electron density of the aniline, nitrogen of the aniline, is donating electrons to the by the resonance effect. It's donating electron to the ring, and it is stabilizing the incipient uranium ion, and in the transition state leading to the ortho and para positions, the uranium ion is being stabilized due to the donation of this pair of electrons. Thereby the rate of reaction is increased as compared to the rate of reaction of benzene. So thus all such ortho-para directing groups activate a ring towards electrophilic substitution. तो बात क्या की हमने, एंड पे आके हमें ये पता चला कि ortho-para में जब अटैक होता है तो जो यूरेनियम आयन बनता है वो ज़्यादा स्टेबल होता है. इसीलिए जो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट यूरेनियम आयन जब ऑर्थो-पैरा के अटैक में जो यूरेनियम आयन बनेगा, जो उसकी जो ट्रांजिशन स्टेट होगी रिएक्शन की वो लोअर एनर्जी में होगी. लोअर एनर्जी में होगी तो फिर उसका रेट रिएक्शन का इंक्रीज हो जाएगा एज कम्पेयर टू द बेंजीन इटसेल्फ. इसलिए ऑर्थो-पैरा डायरेक्टिंग जो ग्रुप्स होते हैं वो रिंग को इलेक्ट्रोफिलिक सब्स्टिट्यूशन की तरफ एक्टिवेट करते हैं. सो NH2 होगा या OH होगा या मेथॉक्सी होगा या NHR होगा, ये सारे अपना इलेक्ट्रॉन पेयर डोनेट करेंगे रिंग को अपने रेजोनेंस डोनेटिंग रेजोनेंस इफेक्ट की वजह से, और यूरेनियम आयन को स्टेबलाइज करेंगे. तो फिर क्या होगा, तो फिर उसकी ट्रांजिशन स्टेट की एनर्जी लो हो जाएगी और रिएक्शन रेट जो है वो इंक्रीज हो जाएगा.
Now the second type of substituents activating ortho-para directing groups which contain an unshared pair of electron on the atom connected to the benzene ring. Methyl or alkyl group is electron releasing by inductive effect. It releases electrons to the benzene ring and thus increases electron density. Secondly, it increases electron density to the hyperconjugation, inductive effect, and hyperconjugation. Both can be seen at the bottom of the slide. Methyl or alkyl group is activating and makes the benzene ring to react faster than benzene itself. The ortho-para activating influence of methyl and aryl group is explained here on the basis of resonance structures of uranium ions, which are formed when toluene or aryl benzene undergo electrophilic substitution. Now you can see in the case of ortho attack there is relatively stable contributor here, the third diagram. In the case of para attack the relatively stable contributor is the second one diagram. In the case of meta attack there is no such diagram which is a relatively stable contributor. Next we are going to explain that. I am going to explain that in the next slide, how the explanation of these
sigma complexes. So with reference to the previous slide which we have seen, and here in the case of aryl substitution, so from the point of view of the previous slide, we can discuss here that although in the case of ortho-para attack there was one contributing structure in the case of ortho and para both, in which methyl or aryl group which is attached to a positively charged carbon of the ring. In the resonance structure, methyl or aryl group was directly attached to the positively charged carbon of the ring. So as we know that according to the rules, those contributing structures are those resonance structures, canonical structures, are more contributing towards stability, which are having a positive charge with electron donating directly positive charge on the atom, which is directly attached to the electron donating groups. So in that case, ortho and para attack in the condition of ortho and para attack, so one resonance form is more stable. So in the case of matter, there is no such relatively stable resonance form. So these structures are more stable to any other, therefore make a large contribution to the resonance hybrid, as I have discussed before. So for ortho or para substituted uranium ions, they are contributing more to the resonance. So thus the ortho and para substituted uranium ions are more stable. So the transition state which is leading uranium ions occur at low energy, more stable uranium ions. The transition state which is leading to the uranium ions that occurs at low energy, so more stability, less energy. Stability and energy are inversely proportional. So more stable sigma complex, the transition state which is leading to that sigma complex or uranium ion is at low energy, so contribute more or is more stable, or reaction becomes faster, as we have discussed this matter before. So in the case of matter, there is no such stability. Now the third case, the third groups, the third in the classification, third one is the deactivating or para directing halo substitution, that is bonded to the ring. Now halo groups are highly electronegative. They withdraw electrons from the ring, so they reduce the electron availability on the ring, and they deactivates us towards electrophilic attack. So in the diagram you can see the inductive effect. Chloro is electron withdrawing, any halogen is electron withdrawing, so it deactivates the ring. Now you can see here that unshared pair of electron of the halogen is the electron donating, as in the case of resonance. So it make the ring more richer in electrons, particularly at ortho and para positions. So the substitution in ortho and para position is preferred as compared to the matter position. As you can see in the resonance forms of chloro, the ortho and para positions are richer in the electron density. So these two effects, inductive and resonance effects, are in opposite direction in the case of halogens, but as we know that inductive effects is more pronounced in the halogens, so it causes a deactivation as it withdraws electron density, whereas the resonance effects determines that there will be substitution, but preferably at ortho and para position, but with deactivation due to its electron withdrawing inductive effect. And the fourth one type of the substituents is that which are deactivating and matter directing groups, and they are lacking an unshared pair of electron on the atom which is directly connected to the ring, like nitrogen does not have an unshared pair of electron here, cyano, and the examples written here. Now the groups are electron withdrawing. All these groups are electron withdrawing. In the substituents, the atom which is attached to the ring is bonded to another highly electronegative atom by a multiple bond. Like in the case of nitro, carbon is attached to the nitrogen, and further nitrogen is attached to the highly electronegative elements like oxygen, and with multiple bonds. An N2 oxygen double bond is there. So this electronegative atom attracts the electron pair of the ring, which in turn attracts the electrons of the benzene ring, and through the resonance effect also it withdraws the electron pair or electron density from the ring. So and this decrease in electron density particularly takes place at ortho pair positions. We shall be looking the canonical forms also to make this point more clear. So these groups actually deactivate the ring both by the inductive effect and resonance effect, so make the benzene ring to react much slower than benzene itself. Nitrobenzene is a resonance hybrid of the canonical forms, which are shown on the next slide. So it can be clearly seen from these canonical structures that at ortho pair positions there is a positive charge, but at meta positions there is no effect. So therefore substitution will be preferably at meta position, but with drastic conditions, because deactivation has been taken place due to the presence of nitro group. Now these two effects in the case of nitrobenzene are seen at the bottom of the slide, the inductive effect and resonance effect. You can see that in the case of inductive effect, electron withdrawing effect is there. In the case of resonance effect, full positive charge is there on the ring. Now if we have a look on the resonance forms of the sigma complex in the case of ortho, meta and para tag. So you can see here in the diagram, in the pictures, in the structures, in the case of ortho attack, there are four structures, four canonical forms, in which the fourth one is having the minor contribution. In the case of para attack, the third one is having the minor contribution. In the case of the meta attack, there is no such structure is there, which is having now you have seen on the previous slide with the uranium ion, which was being produced by ortho and para attack, was having all of them are having four canonical structures, resonance contributing structures. In the case of ortho and para attack, there is one canonical structure which is very unstable, because there is a positive charge located on the two adjacent atoms, which makes the canonical structure very unstable. But the uranium ion, which is resulting from the meta attack, is relatively more stable than each hybrid resulting from ortho and para attack. So the transition state, which is resulting from the ortho and para attack, has higher energy than the transition state which is arising from the meta attack. So nitro group or other groups of this category is therefore not only deactivating, but they are meta directing. The fifth one group is deactivating meta directing group with a positive charge on the atom directly connected to the ring.
examples like nitrogen attacked with 3 substituents, or phosphorus that is attached with 3 substituents. These are actually electron withdrawing groups. They exert an inductive effect, pull the electron density away from the benzene ring, lower the electron density. For example, trimethyl ammonium ion, as you can see in the structure. The electron withdrawing inductive effect of such groups deactivates the ring towards electrophilic attack because they tend to decrease the electron density on the ring. Such groups are meta directors.
Now if you see, in this case, uranium ion resulting from ortho meta para attacks on the phenyl group where the tertiary नाइट्रोजन इज अटैच्ड. आप इसमें देख सकते हैं कि नाइट्रोजन इज ऑलरेडी पॉजिटिव. अब क्या होगा, यहाँ पे जो इलेक्ट्रॉन की मूवमेंट होगी, जैसे ही इलेक्ट्रोफाइल आके अटैच होगा ऑर्थो पोजीशन के ऊपर, और हाइड्रोजन जो है वो वहाँ पे आपको नजर आ रही है ऑर्थो पोजीशन पे, एरोमेटिक रिंग ने अपना एक पूरा बॉन्ड जो है वो इलेक्ट्रोफाइल को ऑफर किया है यहाँ पे अटैच होने के लिए. तो जिस कार्बन के साथ इलेक्ट्रोफाइल अटैच हुआ है उसको तो कोई इशू नहीं है, दैट इज सेटिस्फाइड. लेकिन ऑर्थो उस इलेक्ट्रोफाइल जहाँ पे अटैच हुआ है उससे ऑर्थो वाली जो कार्बन है वो कार्बन डेफिशिएंट हो जाती है. फिर जैसे हम पहले और सारे जब कोई भी ऑर्थो मेटा या पैरा पे अटैक होता है फिर रेजोनेंस फॉर्म्स बनती हैं. अब जो यहाँ पे नेबरिंग में डबल बॉन्ड है दैट विल बी शिफ्ट टुवर्ड्स दिस डेफिशिएंट कार्बन, और एक तो वो अपनी उसी कार्बन पे रहेगा, दूसरा बॉन्ड का जो इलेक्ट्रॉन है वो इस डेफिशिएंट कार्बन के साथ आके बॉन्ड बना लेगा. तो इन टर्न जो है जिस कार्बन से इस डबल बॉन्ड ने मूव किया है, द कार्बन विच इज पैरा टू द इलेक्ट्रोफाइल, वो डेफिशिएंट हो गई है, पॉजिटिव हो गई है. और फिर जब उसके बाद उसके नेबर वाले डबल बॉन्ड ने मूव किया है इस कार्बन की तरफ जो डेफिशिएंट है, तो इन टर्न जो है वो द कार्बन विच इज डायरेक्टली अटैच्ड टू द नाइट्रोजन दैट हैज बिकम पॉजिटिव. अब देखिए ऑर्थो अटैक में एक केस आया है कि ये पॉजिटिव हो गई है. अब नेक्स्ट टू दैट अगर हम पैरा अटैक को चेक करें, अब आपको पता है कि अगर सेम चार्जेस एक जगह पे आ जाएं तो माइनर कंट्रीब्यूशन आता है, दैट मेक्स द स्ट्रक्चर्स अनस्टेबल. कैनोनिकल फॉर्म उसकी जो स्टेबिलिटी होती है ना वो अनस्टेबल हो जाता है. वो जब एक सेम चार्जेस इकट्ठे आ जाते हैं तो वो स्ट्रक्चर अनस्टेबल होता है, वो एनर्जी को बढ़ा देता है क्योंकि एक जैसे चार्जेस एक दूसरे को रिपेल करते हैं. अब इन द केस ऑफ पैरा अटैक अगर आप देखें, पैरा पे इलेक्ट्रोफाइल आके अटैच किया, पैरा पे अटैच हो गया अगर इलेक्ट्रोफाइल आके, सेम उसी मैकेनिज्म के थ्रू जो स्टेप 1 का होता है, ठीक है, वो मैं दोबारा नहीं बताऊंगी. तो अब ये जो इट कैन डेफिशिएंट चार्ज कैन बी प्रोड्यूस्ड इन एनी ऑफ द ऑर्थो पोजीशन, या राइट साइड वाली या लेफ्ट साइड वाली, एनी में हो सकता है. जब ऑर्थो पोजीशन पे डेफिशिएंट चार्ज आ जाएगा तो पिछला बॉन्ड जब उसकी तरफ मूव करेगा तो फिर उस पे पैरा पे आ जाएगा. अब एक साइड पे आप देख रहे हैं कि एक कैनोनिकल फॉर्म में राइट साइड पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज है, एक में लेफ्ट साइड पे. इट इज ऑलराइट, दोनों ऑर्थो पे आएगा एक एक दफा और एक दफा पैरा पे आएगा. यहाँ फिर जब पैरा पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ रहा है फिर ये माइनर कंट्रीब्यूटिंग स्ट्रक्चर है, तो फिर ये माइनर कंट्रीब्यूशन शो कर रहा है बिकॉज सेम चार्जेस एक जगह पे आ गए हैं. अब इन द केस ऑफ मेटा अटैक इफ वी सी, अब मेटा पे जब इलेक्ट्रोफाइल आके अटैच करेगा तो या तो इस ऑर्थो पोजीशन पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आ सकता है, या फिर ऑर्थो पोजीशन जो कि एंटेंगल्ड है बिटवीन सब्स्टिट्यूटेड नाइट्रोजन सब्स्टिट्यूएंट और इलेक्ट्रोफाइल के बीच में, या उस पे आ सकता है, या फिर दूसरी तरफ जो है जो नीचे वाली साइड है उस पे आ सकता है. अब अगर यहाँ पे आएगा तो बॉन्ड जब मूव करेगा डेफिशिएंट कार्बन की तरफ तो वो अल्टीमेटली चार्ज होगा, वो जगह मूव कर जाएगा जहाँ से डबल बॉन्ड मूव करके आया होगा, और फिर इसी तरह इसकी कैनोनिकल फॉर्म बनेगी. इसमें कोई ऐसा माइनर कंट्रीब्यूटर अनस्टेबल स्ट्रक्चर नहीं है मेटा अटैक में. तो इस केस में आगे हम ये चीज़ नोटिस करेंगे कि इस केस में जो होगा वो प्रेफरेबल जो सब्स्टिट्यूशन होगी वो मेटा पे होगी, और दो पैरा पे जो है वो अनस्टेबिलिटी की वजह से प्रोसीड नहीं करेगा. नेक्स्ट स्लाइड में हम इसकी जो है वो मजीद डिटेल देखेंगे.
So the uranium ion, which has each uranium ion in all of these cases has three contributing structures, but the uranium ion which is resulting from the ortho and para tags has one structure that is highly unstable because they are having positive charges located on the adjacent atoms, whereas the uranium ion which is resulting from the meta tag has no such structure. So in that case, the uranium ion from meta attack is more stable as compared to the ortho para attack because of the destabilization of the ions. In the case of ortho para, due to one canonical form which is relatively unstable, so it is in the case of meta attack, the reactivity is increased. So it is a meta directing. Now at the end of this topic, the grouping of substituents, we can conclude that all meta directors are electron withdrawing. They destabilize the incipient uranium ion in the transition state. They therefore diminish the rate of reaction as compared to the rate of reaction of benzene. And mostly ortho and para directing are electron donating. They stabilize the incipient uranium ion in the transition state, thereby increasing the rate of reaction as compared to the rate of reaction of benzene. The word most ortho para directors have been used. The reason is that there was one group that was ortho para director but deactivating. Do you remember what was that group? Which was that group? Yes, I hope you will answer yes. We have categorized 3 ortho para directors, 2 activating and 1 was deactivating. So you should think now yourself which one is the third one, which is ortho para directing but deactivating.